I hope that every MP will do everything they can to retain the uplift in universal credit. To remove it is abhorrent. The removal of the £20 uplift to universal credit will mean some families in Scotland will no longer be eligible for the Scottish Child Payment. Will the Scottish Government use the powers it has here and ensure that those families who would have been eligible for the child payment continue to get it?
First Minister.
We'll do everything we can through our powers and our resources to make sure that we lift children out of poverty, don't allow them to be pushed into poverty. And I absolutely respect and sympathise with the sentiment behind that question. But there is a really hard issue for us here in this Parliament. Every time the Conservatives at Westminster make a cut to social security and save the money from that cut, they don't then transfer that money to the Scottish Parliament. So every time we have to mitigate a cut like that, we're having to take money from elsewhere within the budget. It is an unsustainable way to proceed. So we all want to do that, but that goes back to my previous point. And I'm not that hopeful I'll get Conservative agreement to this point. I am more hopeful that I will get the agreement of people at Pam Duncan Glancy, because I recognise the sincerity here. We need to bring all of these powers within the Scottish Parliament so that we can do these things sensibly, and we can, the Conservatives who cannot bring themselves to oppose their own Chancellor taking £20 a week away from the poorest children in our society have no room to lecture me about using powers in this Parliament. Let's, those of us who genuinely care about lifting children out of poverty, come together in opposition to this callous, uncaring Tory government.
Question